I will ask our guests and speakers to please stick to the time because the schedule today is really tight. So now let's start and let's go into the first session of the GLF, and I want to please give a warm welcome to Robert Nazy, Director General of CIFOR. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Good morning, everybody, or the 1,000 people or more or less in the room, and good morning, evening, or good night for the 5,000 people that are online from 114 countries and that are going to enjoy and follow this Global Landscape Forum 2017 in Bonn. Life is like a landscape. You live in the midst of it, but you can describe it only from the vantage point of a distance. And this is a quote by Charles Lindbergh, and I think it's a good quote to explain what we think as a landscape. The humanity is faced with a lot of wicked problems. Most of these problems we have created by ourselves. We are depleting Earth resources faster than they can regenerate, and at least for the foreseeable future, we only have one planet, so there is no plan B. So we must act now. And to act, we must overcome all the short-term sectoral interests and address the problem looking at all the individual elements, both social and biophysical, and how the distribution and articulation create a whole that is bigger than the sum of the parts. And this all has new emerging properties and characteristics, and that's what we call a landscape. And this landscape is, I believe, the right unit of management. We do have these problems that are global in nature and in wicked in essence. And if we try to solve this problem looking only sector by sector, looking at forests, looking at agriculture, looking at cities, we are not going to solve them. Our only hope to solve the problem, or at least to mitigate the impact of this problem, is to look at the whole picture. And that whole picture is the thing that we have named for the lack of a better determination, the landscape approach. And at this stage, many people ask me often, but what is a landscape? And I don't think it matters. I think we can get bogged down for the next 30 years trying to define a landscape, like we have been trying to define what is a forest since I've started working in this business in 1981. And nobody has really managed to create a universal definition of forest, but everybody in this room in a forest is able to tell that he or she is in a forest or outside the forest. So it's the same for a landscape. What defines the landscape is the eye of the beholder. I mean, it's sort of an ant will see a landscape a different way than an elephant, even if they are looking at the same thing. For a farmer, the landscape is his or her farm, the surrounding area, and the neighbor, if they have any. For the governor of Aceh, the landscape is the province of Aceh. So, in a sense, the landscape is something that can be defined, what is your problem and what you want to look at, and how you want to use this concept of landscape. And although it's fuzzy in its definition, I think it's the right unit to try to solve problems. And it's not something that can be reduced to a simple definition. We can have many operational definitions of a landscape. We do have many, in fact. But I don't think it's very useful to spend much time in trying to define and squeeze it in a very narrowly accepted definition. The problem we have with landscape is that there is no really actual governance in place or multi-stakeholder platform that really handles this type of fuzzy management system or management unit and this type of discussion between, within, and across sectors. So where people can talk about this issue of landscape, sustainable development in terms of policy and change, and this is something that we would like to offer as the Global Landscape Forum. What we are offering here is a platform or a set of platforms to address the wicked question of unsustainable development, climate change at the various scale, global, local, national, or subnational. We started this story of the Global Landscape Forum in relation mainly to the question of forest, trees, and agriculture. But we must expand the focus from landscape to seascape. A lot of what is happening in seascape is very much influenced by what is happening upstream. And if you have 60% of the world's population living in coastal area, and these people are the ones that are going to be most impacted by climate change, sea level rise, tsunami, and whatnot, if we want to address these kinds of problems, then we need to consider the landscape, what it means for these people upstream down to 200 meters deep in the water. And that's where you come back to Lindbergh's quote on the GLF will offer us, or you, a vantage point from where we can describe and understand landscape and contribute to the achievement of the SDG and the various Paris Agreement or Aichi target. Now, as I am a member and I've been a staff of a research organization, what's the role of science in all this? And we believe that research science should inform the debate, and that is to provide the best available evidence at one point of time and say, okay, this is what we know, and this is what are the consequences of the various actions you can do or want to do. Then ultimately, others will take that information and choose which path to follow. As an individual, a researcher, you can have an opinion and which path is better than the other. As a researcher, if you want to be unbiased or you claim to be unbiased, you must provide the various paths based on evidence. And my belief is that research is never truly unbiased, and as we are all stakeholders in the problem we address, we have to do our best to find the most appropriate solution. And it is why it is important to understand that what we do as a research center is not only research, but it's also capacity development so that people can understand the consequences of the decision, and also translating our research results into policy guidance document so that policymakers have the information they need to guide their individual decision. To end my introductory speech, you will hear multiple voices during these 2 days that will rise to enrich the discussion over the next 2 days. Voice presenting various perspectives on landscape from over 100 countries across all the continents. Voice representing government, the private sector, indigenous community, youth, institution, development agency. This voice has one thing in common. They seek to find holistic solution to the world's most pressing challenge, and by looking at this through the landscape lens. We welcome them with open arms and open minds so that together we can help shape a more sustainable planet as a legacy for future generations.